Hey guys, and welcome to another one of my Dawn of War victory videos. I am joined by my good buddy Shilz and the ass whiner, complainer, quitter, Joker123DC. I'll get into why I called him that and why I said that in a little bit.
Waking up to ash and dust, I wipe my brow and I sweat my rust. I'm breathing in the chemical.
For just now, the match is starting off normal. We're sending our troops to our resource points doing that. I did send a servitor to the back corner of both sides to try to get some visibility back there. I am going to fast forward it to, cut down the length of the video and get rid of the boring bits. So let's hit it 8 times. Let's undo the fog of war. Alright, I managed to get this servitor back in the back corner, no problem. He's invisible. I dropped some assault marines on that shield generator. I did get the other servitor to the back too, but he got spotted by some Gretchen. Shilz drops in his assault marines to take out those Gretchen. These are incursion tactics. It's like little skirmishes to try to get the enemy to look to their rear and be focusing on that instead of focusing on the resource points. One of the reasons I said what I said about Joker is he complains the entire match. He asks for help, I help him, and then he quits on us and leaves us with an AI opponent, an AI teammate, which is fine because the AI teammate put in way more work than he ever did. It's about now that he's asking for help, and I actually started sending troops his way. I sent an assault team, and I dropped a kill team Iron Maw to support him as he asked me to. Immediately after helping him, he called Shilz and I the worst teammates ever and started complaining to us about us to our opponents. And it's funny because Shilz and I were talking in Discord, while this match is going on, we're talking in Discord about... It's funny because this isn't actually the first time we've played with Joker123DC. We were actually in a match with him previously on a different day, and he did the same exact thing. He complained the entire match, and he complained to our opponents the entire match about how sucky we were. The only difference is he didn't quit that time. But we did get victory that time as well, so you would think that he would at least give us the opportunity to get to the end before he seceded and left the match. But in any case, I promised that I would call Joker123DC a bitch at least 3 times during this video. And so that's the second one. Stay tuned for the third one, but we'll get to it in a little bit. The orc managed to take the center lane, central resource point. I don't know if you saw on the mini-map, but Joker was pointing out to attack here, as if he couldn't see that this was going on here. Like, he wanted Shilz to attack here, but he was fighting here. You can see all the dead bodies, like, for reals. Come on, dude. Just pay attention a little bit. Not Shilz, I'm talking about Joker. All Joker had to do is look at the mini-map and say, oh, they are fighting for that spot. But whatever. Anyways, enough about Joker for now. Let's do a little bit fast-forwarding. So this video is not so long. I'm gonna drop a little, I guess you could call an incursion. I do a little incursion here to try to get the enemy to turn around and look backwards. And it works. I mean, I got the guys that were attacking Shilz's midsection to move down here a little bit. It's a losing fight. I wasn't expecting to win this. This is mostly to get their attention elsewhere on the map. Like Shilz and I prepare for our final push. A little bit more fast forwarding. Really nothing really good to see. I mean, we end up getting wrecked. I think our main focus for this was taking out this one building. And we just kept dropping troops there, trying to take this one building. Hit and run tactics, essentially. Because we brought in his kill team Iron Maw too. And we ended up getting that building dead. Which wasn't a huge, it's not a huge setback to them. It's just an annoyance to mostly of anything. It's more of an annoyance than anything. The idea is to keep their attention elsewhere on the map, which Joker123 doesn't understand. He's probably a little kid, can't grasp the concept of tactics. And he gets beat back pretty hard here. I mean, it's hard no matter who you are to fight this blob of Assault Marines. And we're still fighting the good fight over here on the top lane. It's after this loss here that Joker makes his final complaints about us and abandons us for an AI opponent. He asked us if we wanted to, because you have the option of ceding defeat, and we said no. And he should have respected that, and he should have stayed in the match to the bitter end. But he didn't. He abandoned us around this point in time. Which you can see, the match is only about halfway over. He abandoned us halfway through. And you'll notice the tactics of the Eldar change, and the reason the tactics of our Eldar teammate changes is because the AI takes over. And the AI put in more work than in the second half of the match than he did the entire first half of the match. It was crazy. At this point, we've already started harassing their shield generator. And if I remember correctly, we actually do take out the shield generator and the turret with this push.
Ready to drop. Drop pod deployed. This hunt will make for a flying sun. A shield generator endures an attack.
This is where things start to go good for us. Literally right after Joker123DC quit, you'll see that the AI is taken over, so he kind of does this one unit at a time thing. But it actually works out for the AI pretty well. You'll see in a bit. See, the shield generator's gone. We're about to start working on their top turret.
The shield generator crumbles.
They're working on our central shield generator, and they start to take this resource point. But you're going to see something. Our tactics work pretty well because they always keep the attention of the enemy. We're starting to work on the turret now, and you're going to notice that the central Space Marine team opponent, instead of going and finishing us off, which he could have done, his attention is drawn back to their base. So he brings his entire, instead of mass recalling them, which he could have did and got there, and saved that turret, he walks them all the way back, which took forever, which gives us just the right amount of time to take this turret out. And there goes their top turret. And he still hasn't arrived yet. That's why they put a mass recall button in, guys, so you can get back to your base quicker. Alright. Well, this is pretty much a loss at this point. I mean, I'm just trying to do whatever I can to keep their attention down here at this point, as long as I can. Shilz still got a couple of Assault Marines here, and I just lost Angelos. Alright, we're going to do a little bit more fast forwarding because nothing really exciting happens on our end for a bit. The AI starts to build a base in this section here. He's also trying to keep the Central Space Marine in check as much as he can. Now, if you don't remember, oh, I should point out that Shilz does drop in a Kill Team Iron Bomb and an Angelos, and I drop in an Assault Marine. Okay, so this little attack here was a mistake. It was funny because in Discord we were like, oh, we just fucked up. Shilz prematurely dropped his Kill Team Iron Maw, and I thought we were making our final push, so I dropped everything I had on the turret, including an orbital bombardment. We almost take it with this push, but this push doesn't actually go our way. I mean, in the end, we win, but this was a premature ejaculation, if you will, of troops on accident by both me and Shilz and I. But once again, as you see, the Space Marines are back down here. They're no longer fighting the center lane, because that's where they were. They were here fighting our AI Eldar opponent, but now they're all back down here in their base. Which released some pressure off of the AI Eldar teammate we had. And you'll see, down to a third, maybe even a quarter. I think that's a quarter of health we got the core down to before they finish us off. Yeah, we got it actually less than a quarter. Slightly less than a quarter of health left on their core, which gave our Eldar teammate some time to build some buildings and recover from his beating. The Eldar, the opponent Eldar player, he took out our shield generator, and I think he's getting ready to start pushing our turret. But for whatever reason, he stopped. They've got all their men back here for whatever reason. I don't know what they were thinking at this point in time. Maybe they're thinking they were going to stay back here and defend. And then at some point they move all these troops back to the front line. They should have stayed here and defended. They had, if the Space Marine would have stayed there and defended and let the Eldar and the Orc team finish us off, then they would have had us. But I had some ground troops that I didn't pot up that I decided to move forward. They ended up getting wrecked here, all except one unit that I bring up here into this grass. That they completely the Space Marine opponent seems to completely forget about.
Gabriel Angelos stands ready.
Which actually helps us out in a little bit. I move another Assault Marine into position, but he ends up being seen and he dies. The Eldar is trying to fight off this Orc down here in the bottom lane. I end up jumping my Assault Marines over the tall wall, making kind of, this was more of an exploratory mission than anything. I wasn't expecting actually to pull anything off here. I just wanted to see what was going on. Just let some troops up here, or down here rather. Down here for us, up here for them. We're still preparing for our final push. The Eldar drops this special right here. It didn't really do much of anything.
A new drop pod bay is online.
The Eldar are working on our turret now. And when they take this turret, that signals to us it's time to move, because there's nothing between them and the core. And so we realized we got to start doing something now, or we're going to lose this. Now keep in mind, if you've forgotten or you're kind of fast forwarding through, keep in mind that our Eldar player is an AI. The Eldar player on our team, not the Eldar player on their team. All three team members on the opposing team are all human players. Shilz and I are playing with one AI player because our teammate Joker123DC quit on us, and they start to kill our AI teammates' buildings. We're building what we can to help defend the core while we're getting our pods ready. Shilzy's just about set. I'm almost set. We know that these guys are moving in for the final blow. And it's about sometime soon I start to move this. Yeah, here he goes. This is a pivotal moment in our victory. Was this one servitor hiding in this back corner allowed us to drop in. And then I jump these guys so we get closer to the core, which allows Shilzy to drop his pods even closer to the core. And this is where the magic happens, fellas. This is where that ass whining complainer, quitter, Joker123DC fucked up. He could have been part of this amazing victory. They're at our core. As you can see, our core is starting to drop, but their core is dropping a lot faster. Because Shilzy and I, even though we're not the best players, we know what we're doing. We know how to claim a victory. And once again, we managed to pull another one out of our butt. Boom, that's victory, guys. A big FU to Joker123DC. I'm going to send this video to him. If you guys didn't realize, that's what I'm doing here. I'm complaining and pointing him out a lot so I can send him the video so he can see that he messed up by not sticking with us. And yeah, so that's that, guys. That's the video. That's victory. It's another victory for Shilzy and I. Check me out on Twitter, guys. At Fundies the Merc. And I'm going to post my Discord link in the description to this video. So if you want to join us on Discord for, if you want to play Dawn of War with us, join us in Discord. If you just want to hang out with us, join us in Discord, guys. Till next time, this is Fundies signing off. Fundies out.